Hey, fuck Twitch. I don't know if the stream is really gonna work out tonight. Because Cox is being their wonderful selves. I was going to stream some Wing Commander with General MIDI as the sound device. As you can tell, it sounds wonderful. That's supposed to be a dripping sound. Hey, Carlos. This is really disappointing. I was gonna stream this game with bad sound effects for funsies. Oh yeah, if we're being completely honest, Cox is bad. This is what it sounds like when I shoot. It's the most pleasant sounding laser I've ever heard. This is Piano Commander. If only Real War sounded like this, it'd be a lot more pleasant. Want to listen to somebody talk? Okay, I'll talk. There won't be much going on visually, but I'll say things. So before I started streaming, I was doing some reverse engineering for Daggerfall. Hang on, let me get rid of the awful text. Since the bitrate is actually behaving now. I'll keep it handy in case it starts acting up again. Okay, well now I can't boost. This DOSBox is being an idiot. Music Box Commander. More of this reverse engineering. So I'm just like stepping through the machine code and just trying to figure out how it calculates things. So I can use it in Daggerfall Unity. can't boost. Hunter's got this well in hand. I got the kill credit. Hey, Sith. You notice anything different about the sound? It's really annoying that I can't boost. Is this the SNES version now? This is the PC version with general MIDI sound effects. So it's like the same thing that you use for old MIDI files, but it's using it for sound effects, and it's completely the wrong thing for it to be using. It just sounds ridiculous. It's very musical, though. Plays a piano note when I fire missiles. Oh no, the Tiger Squad is gonna get blown up. All because I can't boost. Somebody pick up that phone. Did I mention what I was reverse engineering? Oh yeah, I probably should say what exactly I was reverse engineering. So when you equip a magic item, it makes that magic item deteriorate a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out like how much you're supposed to make it deteriorate by. Hello? Who's calling? Oh, nice. Come on, Hunter, take him out. There you go. Oh, the Tiger Squad really took a beating. Why can't I boost? Because I tabbed out of the window and that breaks DOSBox. Sure got yourself xylophoned up, sir. Did I ever learn the truth? Still don't know exactly how it does it, but I'm getting close to the actual code that does it. It's like finding the code you want in machine code is like finding a needle in the haystack. It's kind of tedious. You just have to keep digging and digging until you find the few dozen instructions out of the millions that are in the file. Oh man, and listen to the Officers Club music. This suffered the worst. How do I know that I'm close? So I know that I'm close to the code that sets the, well, actually, I'm at the code that calculates how much to reduce. I just need to see like how the math works. And like which values it's grabbing from memory. Like I'm at the actual code that does it. I just need to know how that code works. Just need to understand it basically. Hey, Space Lorne, you hear about Niflheim and Tartarus? The boys have kicked those damn hairballs out of both systems. We had footage of the ground battle in Tartarus on Trid. Man, it was great. Our Marines marching through the streets of the biggest Karathi colony, lining the flea bags up and loading them onto prison ships. They're going to ship them back to Kilra, lock, stock, and barrel. Yeah, I'd put them to work mining salt or harvesting fungus. I don't reckon that'd work out too good. I'm just happy to see him being sent out of the sector. So we can have a little peace again. Oh, lad, I reckon this fight's just about over. About bloody time, too, that's what I say. I spent my entire career fighting the Karathi. You didn't know how much it means to me to be here. Now that we're about to run our fuzzy tails out of the sector. Ah, Major Blair, bonjour. I've heard that the Karathi has sent all their best against us now. Since Venice is the last contested system in the sector, we will face the finest pilots they have left to them. I've been reading the records of their leading aces. Burak Starkiller has defeated 64 of our best pilots. Kind of messed up that accent. He killed 64 pilots. Oh yeah, well I've killed 133. I think Shotglass was just speaking out of anger. He doesn't really want to put the cats into slavery. Or maybe he does. We'll never know. Alright people, this is the big one. Discovered that the enemy base here in the Venice system is the Karathi High Command for this entire sector. We're moving in for the final assault on the starbase today. The Karathi will expect us to come in with all of our capital ships. That means they'll be looking for us in a few hours. Tactical is determined that if we send in a handful of starfighters, we'll be able to hit them before they've gathered around the base. We'll send several wings to punch through the perimeter to the base. Here are the assignments for each wing. Government quickly runs through the wings of Black Line. Space Lorne, you and Hunter will head straight in along this route. Computer display Omega. The first objective is the Frothy class light cruiser at Nav 1. She'll have a fighter escort as well. If you're to slip past them, don't stick around to dogfight. Then it's on to Kilrathi base here at Nav 2. There'll be lots of fighters around the base, but try to ignore them. The main objective is to take out the base. Our main objective is to take out the base. Questions? What are we supposed to do to take out the base with anyway, Con? Your missiles. Save them for the base. Because your ship's guns will be useless against anything that big. Anyone else? Alright then, let's get to work. Squadron dismissed. There's that chromatic scale I was talking about. Uh-oh, minefield. Oh shoot, I forgot to... Hang on. I need to reload the game. It's not closing. Uh-oh. It's not shutting down, it's not... Ah! Just a Half-Life reference, don't worry about it. Alright, I'm gonna make the sound not awful. For everyone's sake. Oh, wrong thing. Whoops. Minefields probably wouldn't work well in space. I think you're right. Because there's a lot of space in space, and you can just use that space to fly around the minefield. Ah, yes. Glorious MT-32. Glorious bitrate. Come on, bitrate, don't do this to me. It's dipping. Cox is screwing me over again. Smart mines will probably work. They move towards you as you cook close. You know what? That's actually how the mines work in this game. When you get close to them, they start moving in on you. So you have to boost through the minefield to evade them. Ouch. Hang on, Hunter. There we go. Hunter seems happy when he kills something. Well, he is a hunter after all. He hunts big cats. Wow, he's taunting me as I have him on the ropes. Dummy. Oh, he took out the big one. Oh, no, I'm not gonna get the pewter planet. I think the way to get the best metal in this game is to, like, kill absolutely everything in this mission by yourself. It's not even worth it. I make them come to me. Hunter, what are you doing? Just charging them like he's a maniac or something. I would not be surprised if Hunter dies. There it goes. Oh, there goes Hunter. See what I tell you. The starbase killed him. He didn't even get killed by a fighter, he got killed by a stationary base. Oh, that was the last fighter. God dang it. Last frickin' fighter. So stupid. Oh, Hunter has a second chance. That's how easy it is to fly through a minefield. Because minefields don't work well in space, obviously. Where's that missile going? Oh no. If you let yourself get slightly damaged, you get better music. It's your consolation prize. Get over here. Oh, Hunter, you can't have that. It's my kill. Don't you dare. There we go. Gotta give me some kind of metal for all this. There it goes. Hunter, get your ass back here. Oh no. How many missiles do you get? Let's see, I think this ship gets... So I get 2 dumbfire missiles that don't home. I get 2 missiles that automatically home. And I think I get 1 missile that takes a little while to lock on. It's different for every fighter. Lure more of them out of here. If you can hit a fighter with a dumbfire missile, it usually blows it up in 1 hit. I kind of want to save my 2 dumbfires for the space station. Okay, help me out here. Oh boy, I'm getting fucked. Yes. Okay, I'm really badly damaged, but doing well. Doing well regardless. Alright, I'm not gonna get killed by the last fighter again. Is there a way to restore your ship? Nope. Once you're damaged, you don't get repaired until the next mission. Come on! Do it, come on! Oh my god. Why is this game like this? Hunter is stealing my glory. Hunter, go home. It says no can do. Hey, I'm your commanding officer, you jerk. Court-martial his ass. Alright, time to shoot my dumbfire missiles. Oh boy, there go my shields. Hey. They got reinforcements. Wait a minute, I blew it up. Huh. Yeah, you know what? I think it's time we got out of here. Oh boy, we are in bad shape now. I have no boosters left. It's doing a semi-decent job of keeping them off of me. Got one of them. Yeah, attaboy, Hunter. Man, I wanna buy Hunter a drink. There's more of them. I guess they're just gonna keep coming. Phew. You're far enough away to do this. Alright. Yeah, I'll buy him several drinks. Wouldn't it be funny if I crashed into the ship instead of landing? And by funny, I mean depressing. Oh, it was close. Congratulations, man, you just finished the Kilrathi in the Vega sector. Like, Connor, don't get all misty on me.
Thank you, sir. We were very lucky.
Now hold on there, mate. I'd say talent had a bit to do with it as well. No false modesty, Major. You're entitled to be proud of what you've done.
I suppose it was pretty impressive, wasn't it, sir?
That's the spirit, Space Lawn. Let's go see Shot Glass for a little celebration. Not so fast there, Hunter. You two are the guests of honor at a little ceremony upstairs. Space Iwo Jima. So yeah, there's not much plot to the original Wing Commander game. There's more plot in like the expansions and the sequels. There's a bit of a character arc, a tiny little bit of a character arc for your guy, because at the beginning of the game he wants to give his wingmen all the credit, but at the end of the game, after he's killed more than 100 people, or more than 100 Kilrathi, they finally get him to admit that he's pretty good. So. Oh, and Knight died. Yep. I forget if Iceman died. I think Iceman might have died too. Blair is just really humble, yeah. I really like the dynamic between him and Maniac in the third game. He just wants to farm in peace, yeah. He's a farmer in the later Wing Commander games. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that he's played by the guy who plays Luke Skywalker, who's also a farm boy in space. No, Maniac isn't. I mean, Knight isn't in the later games. Just Maniac. In fact, I think Maniac is the only one from the first game. No, wait. Maniac and Angel. They're both in the third game. I think it's 2 L's. Mark Hamill with 2 L's. Okay, getting KotOR started up. What's his dynamic? I'm talking about like he and Blair. So like in the third game, Maniac is like He's always having like verbal fights with Blair. They're always doing like good-natured ribbing at each other. But Blair always shuts him down. Makes him know his place. He bullies Blair in the animated series. Interesting. It's kind of the reverse in the games. Yeah, because it did after blowing up that civvy transport. Yeah, that's true. He kind of becomes the comic relief character in the third game, though. I'm just trying to figure out which form I should use. Whatever, I'll just use determination. Hard to joke around with a guy who can't take responsibility for such a humongous fuck up. I guess it's like kind of retconned. Because they never mentioned it ever again. Glad he was able to return safely.
We'll see if Kumas will prove warrior enough to be worth all this trouble. I was able to make it back to camp without encountering any other beasts. You have my gratitude.
You're lucky I was in the area.
That's true. I was indeed fortunate that you came along when you did. Please, don't tell anyone what happened. If the others were to know, I would be disgraced. Our numbers swell. Our training holds us. Kelborn says you are worthy enough to face champions. You may fight in the battle circle again.
I want to fight in the battle circle.
You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn, what are your terms? Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade. Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided. No using the force or any other item.
Nope, don't want it. has Flurry too.
The match between Jedi and Kelborn is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. A difficult admission for a Mandalorian. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and strongest of us, Braylor.
Feels good to show these Mandalorians who's boss.
Here to watch him? We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor, you are our champion. How would you fight the Jedi?
No terms today, Sergeant. I would fight the Jedi with all of his arsenal.
Braylor will fight you as you are.
Bad idea.
Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use whatever else you want.
He is so screwed.
The match between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away the champion of the battle circle this day. We will not forget your deeds, or the honor you have earned this day.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right in terms of proving that he's not a coward. That was a good power play on his part. Saving face even though he lost to me. But if you wanted to beat me, you should have said that I couldn't use force.
And so, I lose again. I still have much to learn. The last Jedi I fought was in a ship-to-ship battle on Malachor 5. I lost, but was spared. Before the Mandalorian Wars, we looked at Jedi as weak. Their code restricted their full potential. The Jedi were limited by a narrow sense of morality that couldn't survive a real war. But our view was the narrow one. I see that clearly now. I sense we both learned something today.
Oh good, maybe now you'll be less needlessly aggressive towards other civilizations. Probably not, but you can always hope.
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work. Zuka told me you helped out with some repairs around the base. I was hoping you'd prove yourself more with a lightsaber, but it's certainly a great help. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now.
I set off the permacrate detonator in the jungle.
I know, it made quite a racket. Good work.
After I set off the explosive, I had to fight a pack of bomas.
That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes loud noise in their territory.
What? You knew that would happen?
It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? You're alive, in one piece, and learn something about the beasts of the jungle. All scouts reported. All scouts reported.
I forgot to go to Zuka.
Any progress? You the telemetry computer appeared in no time.
I'm just glad I could help out.
I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how much help you've been. I know you didn't ask, but here's a reward anyway. Mandalorians are expected to do anything they can to help, but you're a stranger, and you didn't have to help it.
Yeah, those scouts, they're just not reporting in, no matter how many times he tells them to. You're right about that. Until next time. Yeah, take the reward. Don't be a chump. Don't be charitable towards Mandalorians.
How many Canucks did you have to kill to find those parts, Bazooka? That was a tremendous help. I won't forget it. Are you ready to...
Have you learned anything new about the scouts from the third ship?
Kelborn told me that they were covert military and probably aligned with Colonel Tobin from ISIS. Kelborn doesn't think they'll send out any more scouts, but that doesn't mean there aren't more of them out there.
What do you know of Colonel Tobin?
Colonel Tobin is General Vaclu's right-hand man. Despite his martial skill, he handles himself as a functionary more than a warrior. Back when we were fighting Vaclu's resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, Vaclu wouldn't have any use for a poisonous kinrat like Tobin. But Vaclu seems to have adapted well to peacetime.
Can you tell me about Onderon?
When you were last here, you probably didn't even go to Onderon. The Republic knew that Onderon's fate would be decided on its jungle moon, not the planet itself. To begin with, when you talk about Onderon, you're really talking about the ancient walled city of Isis. It's the only inhabited settlement on the planet.
Who's in charge of Onderon?
It depends on who you ask. Queen Talia rules from the royal palace, but her cousin, General Vaclu, has a great deal of power in Isis as well. They disagree about many things, just like their citizens. We fought General Vaclu during the war, and he is a worthy adversary. Queen Talia is young and hardly a match for him.
Why do you travel to Isis?
It's Mandalorian business, not yours.
Can't you tell me more than that?
I could, but I don't know you. Once I get to know you, I might tell you more. But not now.
Is Onderon part of the Republic?
Onderon is a recent addition to the Republic, joining during one of the darker eras in Republic history. Since joining, the Republic has endured many wars and great battles. The people of Onderon don't possess the resolve and strength needed in these times. Many of them want to break away from the Republic. They want to go back to an earlier age when they could cower behind their walls. Their spinelessness made them easy to conquer.
That's all I wanted to know about Onderon.
I don't blame you. They're sad people. I have some things to look into. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, who do I give the ear to? The guard. Oh, guard captain.
Word has spread that you have defeated Braylor. The story of that battle will be told in our clan for years to come. Safe journey to you.
I defeated a Zekeg. Here's its ear as proof.
I'm impressed. Too bad you're a Jedi. You'd make a formidable Mandalorian.
Why did you call off your patrols?
Our sensors picked up 3 ships landing in this area after the space battle. If any of the Onderon military come searching for those ships, we don't want them finding our base.
3 ships. There was my ship and the Duros ship. Who was the third?
I don't know. It was some sort of freighter. It didn't land in any of the clearings along the path. Knowing some of the larger Duxon beasts, the crew's probably already dead.
It was Vaclu's people. Mandalore already told me that.
You here to gloat over your victories in the battle circle. Save it for someone else. So why are you back?
Don't be a sore loser. Doesn't really have anything I want. Oh, melee shields are decent. I'll just get one of those.
The gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakek. Those are tough beasts, Jedi. You've earned some respect around here. Are you ready to go to ISIS yet?
Let's go.
I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore. All systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes, the Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor 5, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed, the future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. He is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
It's a wise policy.
1, 2, 3. Mandalorians, we got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Where is he on the final battle? Like at the end of the game? I think he's like in the ship. On the Ebon Hawk for the duration. So my bitrate's dying again. Oh yes. He is. Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah, I think KotOR is as well. KotOR. They don't even need our help. Slaughtering these poor Sith.
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Oh, I didn't know everyone else left the ship. I thought everyone just stayed on the ship. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we'll just have Mandalore and Hanhar, and I'll be the only Force user. Make things a little more challenging. I'm probably going to have to end this stream early. Because Cox is taking a dump on my chest. As they usually do.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies? So many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men